Good morning. This is Sarah, your healthy carnivore in the UK, out on day 81. Feeling fantastic, not going back. I have some fabulous news. It's popped up in my news feed on my phone this morning. I was just quickly checking my comments. I've had some such supportive comments from everyone. But when I was quickly flicking on my phone, a news article popped up that got me really excited. Check this out. Ultra-processed foods can now be something along the lines of ultra-processed foods can now be scientifically changed, and they are now going to be our friend and not our foe. Isn't that nice? Which means that scientists have got hold of all the ultra-processed foods and the hyper-processed foods that we've all been worrying about, and they've found some science and some technology to make them even healthier. I'm just so excited to share this with you this morning. So this is the media backlash, isn't it? So we had, the Make America Healthy Again thing happening a few weeks ago, and then the media stepping in to say, no, that's just woo-woo. That's woo-woo. We don't want to worry about the processed foods, and it is woo-woo to worry about them. And now this media outlet called The Conversation has written a lovely article explaining how scientists are going to take over the processed foods and make sure that they are even healthier than they were before. I love that. The article is full of garbage that you would expect. I don't need to read the whole article to you because it's pretty much as you'd expect, talking about how there's too many calories in them and there's not enough fiber. Well, we know in the carnivore community that we don't give a toss about fiber, and calories are not really the thing. It's whether a food is truly nutritious to our body. But the bit that really sort of made me a bit like, what are you even saying? Let's put it on the screen, see if it comes up. They are saying that scientists are going to get some of these hyper-processed foods and make it so that the salt hits you quicker. Yeah. Sorry, just fiddling around with my jumper while that is on the screen. That never happens, does it? Me fiddling with my jumper or my hair. So scientists have come up with a way that they're going to make it so that the salt is going to hit us quicker and the sugar hit is going to hit us quicker. So we need to eat less of it. What the hell does that mean? What does that even mean? All it means is that food that's already hideously bad for us is going to be tampered with even more. Oh, it's just brilliant, isn't it? They're just going to add more things to them so that our bodies need less of them because of the calories. And then maybe they're going to stick a little bit of extra fiber in there just to be careful, and so that and this article was mostly just promoting ultra processed foods, saying how fantastic they are for us and what a brilliant invention they are, and how they're so good for people with low incomes because they provide us with essential energy when we haven't got a lot of money. Yeah. So the war on whether hyper processed foods is good or bad, or enemy or foe, or friend or foe, continues. I'd love to see what the mainstream media does to add to that next week. It'd be another update to it's just crazy. It's just crazy. Don't eat any hyper processed foods, guys. Just don't. But I'm preaching to the choir. If you're on this channel, you already know. They didn't mention anything to do with the seed oils, of course, or the ingredients that no one can pronounce. Don't worry about that. Don't worry. So yes, but scientists are on the case, and they are going to straighten out these processed foods for us and make them even better than they are. So I'm so excited to see what they do with that. Yes, day 81, feeling fantastic. Today could be day 1 of day 70 for you. If you watched yesterday's video, I was trying to encourage people to set themselves little challenges. The thought of doing carnivore for life scares you? Well, don't. Do a little challenge. Can you do a carnivore Christmas challenge? And yesterday I was saying, can you do a 70-day challenge? Can you commit to that? Don't worry about whether it's forever. Don't worry about that. Don't worry about a year for now. Get some milestones under your belt to work on, to put in your little bank of carnivore successes, and then we can build on it later, right? Then if you did see that video and it has inspired you, today is day 1 of that 70-day pre-Christmas sort your health out challenge. Don't worry about what you're doing at Christmas for now. But if you have planned to go straight through it for your first one, I'm right behind you. It's so empowering to do that first carnivore Christmas, that first carnivore vacation, that first carnivore something that you could never do before. Do it, and then you can build on it. And that's what this channel's about. How can we build? How can we build up our confidence to go longer? Get through those difficult times when people are sabotaging us and we're sabotaging ourselves. This is what this channel is always going to be about, and I'm never going to forget when I struggled. You're probably thinking, God, she's only got to 81. What's she going on about? I'm just done. I am just so done. Every time I think about having to restart day 1s, every time I think about being scenic, every time I think about being imperfect and getting left behind, it makes me feel incredibly sad. And I only have to think about those little things. And that's it. That's all I need to think about. If ever I think, am I going to do this forever? I think about when I was struggling and how sad it made me feel. It's just done. This second part of the video is about Carnivore. Actually, it should be called Carnivore Convo. I should start a playlist called Carnivore Convo, and it should be like, I spoke to a member of the general public yesterday, and this is what she said, and this is what I said, and this is what she said. It started a couple of days ago, and when someone was saying to me, you're starving yourself on the carnivore diet, aren't you? And I was like, no, not starving. If you knew what I was eating later, you'd know I'm not starving. And then she said, yeah, but you're depriving yourself though, aren't you? And I kind of said, really? I'm at the stage now where the deprivation is gone and I just feel fantastic. So nope, not depriving myself. Anyway, yesterday, the conversation continued with this person that I'm not going to tell you who they are. Don't need to. It's just, but it's typical carnivore or convo, isn't it? We should call it carnivore. This is the carnivore conversation. This continued with this person. I said, oh, I'm totally ready to go home now. I'm haven't eaten since 7:15 this morning. Of course, eyeballs on stalks. You didn't have lunch? No, I wasn't hungry at lunchtime, actually. And then this person said, but aren't you worried that when you get home, you're going to be so hungry you eat everything? And I'm thinking, I am going to eat everything. And no, I'm not worried. This comes from the old eating the mixed diet. And I can relate to what she said, because when I was a carb eater and I never found carnivore, and if you're trying to lose weight, it is that thing that people talk about it, saying, don't let yourself get too starving hungry because you'll go berserk and eat all of the things. And that is true when you're a carb eater, isn't it? You know, if you are trying to lose weight while still eating a mixed diet and you let yourself get really hungry, chances are you're going to make some really bad decisions and eat everything in sight. Okay, but with carnivore, we're going to make some good decisions. But we're probably going to still eat everything in sight because meat is in our sight. It's what we want. It's what our body's asking for. And so, no, I wasn't worried about eating too much. I knew that I was going to go home and eat till I was satisfied and then stop, which happened. I ate 5 pieces of pork belly and a ribeye. And afterwards, I felt absolutely fantastic and didn't eat again for the rest of the night. But this carnivore conversation, it always amazes me. Because unless you have discovered the magic of zero carb carnivore and you've done it for a set amount of time, over 60 days probably, you just can't imagine it. You just cannot imagine how you feel. If you are someone that's brand new and hasn't done 30, 60, 90 days yet, give it a go. Give it a go. The next 30 days is going to go, the next 90 days is going to go by whether you do it or not. How much sweeter will it be that you did it? Okay. And then the conversation went on to, and I said that my husband, she said, did your husband do it? And I said, no, he's not doing it at the moment. But if he ever gets sick, he knows I'm going to be getting him to do it. And she said, well, surely any old diet would do, wouldn't it? Any old diet will do if he's And I'm thinking, I think she got muddled up with sick and overweight. I think when I said, if he gets sick, she heard, if he gets overweight. And so her response was, any old diet will do. Anything would do. I said, actually, no. Any old diet won't do. If he's sick, I'm going to be encouraging him to go on the carnivore diet, and that's it. And she said, well, what if he's vegetarian? I said, he's not vegetarian, never has been, never will be, and I don't have vegetarians in my house. I don't feed the vegetarians. I don't tolerate it. Bit of a risky conversation there. I don't. We don't have food in our house that vegetarians would want to eat. We don't have lots of things we don't have any vegetables in the bottom of our fridge. We don't have any fruit. We don't have any low-fat things that people want to eat. There's a few little treats in my youngest son's treat cupboard, but if you want to come around to my house and you want a main meal, vegetarian, good luck. You're not going to get anything good, because yes, we have got a bit of pasta in the cupboard that was used in my son's pasta salad for his school project, but that's about it. So maybe we can offer you some plain pasta. Might be able to offer you some plain white rice that's right at the back of the pantry. You know, maybe we could do that, but no vegetables with it, nothing. Haven't got a clue what you want. If I suggest you bring food round to my house if you're going to be vegetarian, because we don't do that. We don't do vegetarianism in our house. She was shocked, of course. Very, very shocked. People are very shocked when they say that I don't buy fruit or vegetables at all. None of us do. Because I know that fruit is nowhere near the virtue that people think it is. We don't buy it for any of us in the house. So we don't really consume any fructose at all. No one in our house is consuming any extreme amounts of anti-nutrients, and we're certainly not going crazy for the oxalates. So I think moving forwards we're going to be okay. But like I just said, if my husband did get something wrong with him, he knows what I'm going to say. He's probably dreading it. He's in denial at the moment. He has done keto in the past, but he's on a mixed diet, and I think he's probably dreading the thought of actually having something wrong with him, because he knows I'm going to be on his case. And I have said this before in previous videos, it does make me very fascinated to see what he's going to do. Is he going to run down the doctors like his parents? Or is he going to come and see me and say, Sarah, I'm concerned about this. Which online doctor do you recommend is going to sort me out? One day this is going to happen. It is. Unless, of course, he decides to go carnivore before that, but I can't see it. I think it'd have to be forced. It'd have to be forced. Whereas I'm of the opinion of do it before the bad shit happens. Don't wait. Don't walk around with your fingers crossed. Do it now before your body turns to seed and goes wrong. The thought of it terrifies me, especially after watching my mum have this wrong with her, that wrong with her, this wrong with her, that medication, that surgery, that organ removal, this wrong with her. By the time my mum was my age, she'd had a lot of things go wrong with her. A lot of things. By the time she was my age, she was on multiple medications, had lost several body parts. Every year this doesn't happen to me, I call it a win. So get to week 50, get to my 50th birthday, still not on meds, it's a win. 55th birthday, still not on meds, it's a win for me. That is it's definitely up there. My biggest why is not to turn out like my mum. I've got loads of whys, but that's a big one. Anyway, so that's that discussed. Yeah, that was my little carnivore conversation. I think it's pretty obvious I work with this person, but there's millions of staff in this school. You'd never know who I was talking to. But it's interesting to me talking to people that are against meat and see their reaction to things. I like to do things to get a reaction to. And that's not the main reason I do this, but it's an added bonus. You know, I do it for the health, and the weight loss might come. I do it for the way I feel, but the reactions from other people is also fun too for me. Some people worry a lot about what other people think. I just think it's fun just to shock people, get their eyeballs out on stalks, say things that shock people. The older I get, the less I care about what people think about what I'm doing. So I'm on day 81. We are rapidly getting closer to that that festive season, aren't we? I think we're about 75, 76 days away from it now. And I know there's going to be some people watching this that won't have done a carnivore Christmas yet. So my question to you is it your time? Is it your time? Come on. Let's work towards it together. I didn't do it last year. I had 3 days off. I regretted it. But I have done about 4 or 5 carnivore Christmases in the past. They were actually nowhere near as hard as you think they're going to be. It's all about the mindset. It's all about the mental mindset. Can you do it? Is this your one? Oh, yes. I didn't look this good on my wedding day. People walking past the car. They're wondering what has been employed to work in the nursery. Yes, I'm as crazy as it looks. But can we do it? Can we do it? I've decided to do Lion Diet this Christmas because I want to have a really good detox. My birthday's straight after Christmas, and I want to wake up on my 49th birthday feeling as superhuman as I can be, right? So my decision is that the second we break up from school, it may even be sooner. Don't know. We will see. But I am doing Lion Diet over Christmas period, over the 2 weeks. Unless I change my mind. But every time I think of Christmas, I'm thinking of buying a load of steak and just eating steak. And I'm hoping by that point, I can tolerate having some minced beef as well. Ground beef, as you call it in America. I'm hoping that I've done carnivore for so long that I can mix some ground beef in with my steak, and then I'm away. The longer you do it, the more these plain, simple meats just become appealing. But anyway, Christmas talk done. Maybe we'll chat about it again next week. Is it your time? Certainly my time, but I will never stop relating to the people that are struggling. I had a lovely comment. I read it this morning. I can't remember your name now. I don't think you've got a name. I think you've got more of a sort of a channel name. I really do apologise, but I just can't remember what it is. It was about 5:30 this morning. I read it and I was still half asleep. But this comment was saying, how she's reiterating what I was saying about how there are some seriously intimidating carnivore channels out there that actually put you off. And I have been put off by them. And I probably have been stopped in my tracks by those intimidating channels. Which is why I love the channels that support the strugglers, the ones that, give you projects to do, building up to it, don't make you feel pathetic because you can't stick to it. We are tribal creatures. We live with other people. We human beings love to be part of a tribe, and eating differently to that tribe is no small thing. It is no small thing. You have to get used to it. I've only just really, truly accepted now that I'm okay to go out on my own eating wise. It's a new thing for me. I've only just accepted it. I have cancelled social events leading up to Christmas because I don't want to fall prey to falling off the wagon at this stage. I will start going socialising again once I feel like my body chemistry is really cemented in. But it's no small thing. People that say, once you found carnivore, you're done. You're never going to go back to the way that you normally eat. No. Some people don't, and some people will. And that's not necessarily because carnivore is bad. It's just that everyone around them is eating the fun stuff. And they don't want to eat the fun. They want to eat the fun stuff too. I've been there. I've done it. Did it last Christmas. It's tricky. It is tricky. And I can relate to it. It's you know, it's the harsh reality. It is the painful truth of carnivore that you have to leave your old life behind to a certain extent. You can still be the same person underneath, and you can still have the same dry sense of humor, which I'm going to always aim to have. But to a certain extent, you've got to leave your old self behind, and you're going to have to leave your old existence behind to a certain point. And I think people that are maybe older, kids have grown up, perhaps don't have so much of a social life, probably easier for them. Younger people that haven't settled into a relationship and had children yet, and you know, maybe easier for them, I don't know. But I am not going to disparage someone because they're struggling, ever, because I know what it's like to be struggling. And there thankfully are lots of channels who do understand what it's like to be struggling. And this is not promoting cheating. It is not promoting cheating. It's just having a level of empathy for the people that just can't commit forever just yet. Okay? That's all it is. It's empathy. It's not cheating promotion. I'm not telling everyone to go out and eat a load of crap. I'm just saying, if you haven't managed to get to carnivore 100% yet, can completely relate, still remember what it's like, and can empathize with you all the way. And if you want sympathy, you can get it too. But I prefer empathy. I prefer, like, totally get it. Totally get why you've struggled. Understand it. Also, if you're a female of a certain age, I totally get how not losing weight can make you stop. As an ex-slimming consultant, I've got the t-shirt in seeing people not lose weight and quit. Every week. So, you know, I totally can relate to that too. I'm hoping this channel is going to get really big. I'm hoping that this is going to inspire people to join in with me. I'm there now. I'm there. So my days are going to compound. On that note, I am going to weigh in this weekend because of the simple fact that, and I don't care what it says, I literally take it from me. I'm being truthful and honest. If I get on the scales next weekend, Saturday or Sunday, this weekend coming, and there is no movement, I'm fine with it. I'm not going to cry. I'm not going to sulk. I'm not going to quit. But I do need to plot my weight because, as I've said before, I don't know at which point my body is going to start losing fat. And I think I need to know so that I can help other people. So when I see comments on or posts on other channels or Facebook pages or things like that, and they're saying, oh, I'm 4 weeks in, haven't lost an ounce, I can legitimately turn around to them and say, please don't panic. I didn't start losing weight until week 16 or week 18 or week 20. It started falling off me at week 32 or 33 or, you know, 44, whatever. I need to know at which point the weight starts coming down so I can screenshot it and give help and confidence to people that are in those early weeks where they're not seeing the results other people are seeing and they're getting in a state about it. So I am going to plot my weight every single weekend, purely to help others, purely to say, I started losing weight on this week, Please don't quit on week 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 because you're not losing weight. Be consistent, keep going, and you will find out when your weight loss comes because you'll know. Yeah, so that's my video done today. So I will be weighing in, plotting my pathetic weigh in on the graph. I will let you know. I will say, no weight loss, crack on, keep going, keep counting the days, and just keep moving on. And then when it does finally happen for me, I can get excited. Skin tag's still attached. So on day 81, still have this skin tag. Daily checks going on there too. I'm really excited about this. I'm excited. I don't know why. Being carnivore just makes you irritatingly cheerful for no reason at all. We've got shit weather. I can't find my coat. And I'm just still like, yay. Everything's great. Everything's good. Sorry. Anyway, if you do happen to get any sun, enjoy it. Eating the meat, drinking the water. Look, doing your best looks different every day, and if you're still not there, not there yet, or not desperate enough yet, or haven't reached your peak like I did, there's always tomorrow. And thank you for listening. See you tomorrow, guys. Bye.